Hello everybody, my name is Mason. Welcome to Mason Zero ASMR. Today I have a quick video showing you some Magic the Gathering stuff. This weekend my local game store had a cool event. There was a 4-pack sealed quickfire. So basically we got 4 packs and made a 30 card deck and played 3 rounds that each had 1 game in them. So it only took a few hours. And what was cool about it is the packs that were involved. Everyone got an Eternal Masters, Conspiracy 2, and then their choice of Return to Ravnica or Dragon's Maze, and then their choice of Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch, Shadows over Innistrad, or Eldritch Moon. And it was only $20, which is pretty great because that store sells Eternal Masters for $14 and other packs for $4.29. So it was a good deal. Based on their normal prices. But that meant that prices weren't as good. Either way, I'm going to show you the deck that I built, as well as the 2 prize packs that I got. So, I built an Esper colored deck. So we've got, adjust this camera a bit. We have basic plains, inaction injunction, 2 mana sorcery, detain target creature and opponent controls, draw a card. I pretty much play like a control deck. Got a counter spell, which was awesome. That proved pretty useful. Keepsake Gorgon on the high end, 5 mana for a 2/5 Death Touch with Monstrosity. Basic Island, Memory Lapse, 2 mana instant, counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, put it on top of its owner's library instead of into that player's graveyard. Basic Swamp, Basic Plains, Wall of Omens, which is a good pull. 2 mana, 0/4 Defender Wall. Wall of Omens enters the battlefield, draw a card. Borrowed Grace, which I used aggressively every time. Give my creatures +2/+0. Shipwreck Singer was kind of nice. Could bash my opponent's creatures into my bigger ones, which I did a couple times. Singir Autocrat made some good chump blockers. 4 mana for a 2/2 human. You get 3/0/1 black surf tokens, and when it dies, they'll get exiled. Second Thoughts, exile target attacking creature, draw a card. That proved to be pretty useful, even though it's 5 mana. Exultant Cultist was a 2/2 for 3. When it dies, you draw a card, which was a nice chump blocker quite a bit. Knights of the Black Rose. You become the monarch when it enters the battlefield. Then whenever an opponent becomes the monarch, and if you were the monarch as the turn began, that player loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life, which was nice for 2-player games because one of you had to be the monarch. So I was always the monarch when my opponent became the monarch. Azorius Justiciar, 4 mana for a 2/2 human wizard. You detain up to 2 target creatures your opponents control. So I had a lot of control stuff. I had a Transguild Promenade, since I was in 3 colors. Basic Plains, Basic Island, Basic Swamp. Raise the Alarm, 2 1/1 tokens. Disenchant, I only used it once I think. Destroy target artifact or enchantment for 2. Concordia Pegasus for a flyer, 1/3 fly-in for 2. Azorius Charm, white and a blue for an instant. Choose 1. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn, or draw a card, or put attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library. Also had Supreme Verdict, which was an awesome pull. I really enjoy pulling that one. It can't be countered, and destroy all creatures. As you can see, I don't have a lot of creatures in this deck, so that was pretty nice. Arcane Savant was from Conspiracy. 5 mana for a 3/3. Before you shuffle your deck to start the game, reveal this card from your deck and exile an instant or sorcery card that you drafted that isn't in your deck. When it enters the battlefield, copy a card you exiled the cards named Arcane Savant. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. That card was interesting. We had to discuss a little bit at the store what the rules should be for conspiracy things. the card that I exiled initially was Scarlet Laboratory, so I could draw 3 cards. However, that was, I milled myself out the second game that I played. So I put in Spreading Flames for the last game, but I didn't get a chance to use it. Destroy the Evidence ended up being really good, because your opponent mills themselves till they hit a land, and, you know, by the time I was able to play this, people have most of their lands out, so it worked out really well. I repealed the Abominable. I had a lot of humans in the deck, so this worked out. 2 mana, prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by non-human sources. So that was my 30 card deck. It did pretty well. I went 2-1, which was nice. So, other cards that I pulled from the packs had Scour the Laboratory, Spreading Flames, Certain Death, Stensia Innkeeper, Cobbled Brute, Gorehouse Chainwalker, Mog Fanatic, a foil Keldon Champion, Garbage Fire, which was useless, Hurly Burly, Electrickery, Absorb Fizz, Phyrexian Rager, Skulking Ghost, Thorn of the Black Rose, Driver of the Dead, Midnight Scavengers, Ironclad Slayer, Seal of Cleansing, Traumatic Visions, Turn Aside, Drag Under, Coax from the Blind Eternities, which was utterly useless to me. Natural Unity is my conspiracy that I would have played if I had a green in my deck. Menagerie Liberator, Lay of the Land, Prey Upon, Civic Wayfinder, Brawn, Xantid Swarm, Abundant Growth, Stonefair Crocodile, Druid's Deliverance, Swift Spinner, Waxing Moon, Is It Keyrune, and Is It Guildgate. So those are all the cards that I got in my sealed pool that I did not use, because they just weren't as good. So now I have 2 prize packs. I got a Dragons of Tarkir and Eldritch Moon. So I'm going to open those up for you guys. I'll open the Dragons of Tarkir first. Alright. Adjust this camera a bit again so I can hold them up. Guardian Shield Bearer, Mind Rot, Tormenting Voice, Revealing Wind, Vulturous Aven, Sabertooth Outrider, Palace Familiar, Herald of Dramoka, Contradict. Our uncommons are Belltoll Dragon, Lightning Berserker, and Dramoka Monument. And our rare is Dramoka's Command. Nice. I will happily take a Dramoka's Command. Dragons is about to rotate, but that's okay. We have a foil Impact Tremors. That's pretty cool. The lightning. And a Goblin token with an island. Alright. Dramoka's Command is nice. I'll open Eldritch Moon. See what we get. Alright, from Eldritch Moon we have Otherworldly Outburst, Brazen Wolves, Prey Upon, Cemetery Recruitment, Crossroads Consecrator, Laboratory Brute, Prophetic Ravens, Lunarch Mantle, Fog Walker. Our uncommons are Whispers of Emrakul, Drownyard Behemoth, and Hamlet Captain. Our rare is Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, sure. Mausoleum Wanderer is 1 blue for a 1/1 spirit. It has flying. Whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, Mausoleum Wanderer gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Sacrifice Mausoleum Wanderer. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays X, where X is Mausoleum Wanderer's power. Good in my spirit stick. And then we have a Midnight Scavengers as our flip card. And a Spider token for Ishka. Alright guys, so those are our booster packs. Not bad pulls by any means. Hope that you enjoyed today's video and the cards that I pulled and the cards that I got at this event. Looking forward to more of these 4-pack sealed quickfire events in the future because I quite enjoyed it. I like draft more than sealed, so I prefer a chaos draft over this chaos sealed, but it was still pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing very well. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you in the next video.